Welcome back to another vlog, and today Tamworth make the journey up north to York City. Now, York finished second last season in the National League and missed out on promotion through the playoffs, losing out to Oldham, if I remember rightly. Now, today it's going to be a difficult task for Tamworth. It's always a difficult place to go, York. They're a good team. But they've not had the best of starts of the season so far, although they have only played 5 games. They've recently sacked their manager as well due to the poor start to the season that they had. But they've not lost yet still. They've drew 3 and won twice, and they actually sit just below Tamworth in the league. However, Tamworth have played 2 more games so far. I'm torn on tonight. Like I said, we've got momentum behind us. We've won 2 in a row. We're looking really good. We're beginning to gel, and I think there's a lot of good performances that are available there. So I do feel like today will be actually a fairly close game, and it won't be as one-sided as it probably was last season when we went to York, where, in fairness, they were pretty much in control for large periods of the game, although they didn't roll us over too badly. I think it was 2-0 if I remember rightly. But obviously that was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm optimistic. A draw would be honestly absolutely fantastic. Picking points up on the road, even if it's a point, is always fantastic in this league when it's so difficult. You know, if any of you follow the National League, which probably most of you do that will be watching my vlogs, we all know that there's a group of teams at the top that are always up there, and then there's sort of the mid to bottom end of the table, and it's a massive spread, and you know, it's always fairly tight knit and closely contested. And yeah, so like I said, we're about to make the journey up to York. It's going to take us a few hours to get up there with a stop off on the way, again on the minibus with all the kit. And so when we get to York, it'll be a case of get the dressing room ready for when the players arrive, and then I'll go and find the press bench and get set up for commentary this evening, just like on Mickler tonight. Since it's an away game, but I imagine we'll have quite a few fans tuning in, because you know, we do get our regulars, and it's a massive thank you to them that tune in every week and listen to me and whoever I've got commentating alongside me. It makes commentary more and more enjoyable, and more worth doing is for you lot, for the fans, and that can't travel to these games, and keeping you in the loop and bringing you all the up-to-minute action at these games. So yeah, we're going to hit the road, and I will probably catch you when we get to the services for something to eat. So, quick stop at the services, just get a little bit of something to eat. Probably about an hour away from York, so we made good time so far. We'll probably be there around 5 o'clock or something like that. Ready to get all the kit off, get the changing room sorted out, and then go and hit the press bench. Ready for commentary. It's still a quite nice evening so far. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. A little bit of a breeze. So yeah, should be looking forward to a good game of football tonight. So yeah. Again, like I said earlier, fairly positive going into tonight. Much more positive than I was last season. Like I said, York, not the best of starts of the season for them compared to where they were last season. Have got a new manager though, so things may be changing a little bit behind the scenes and in the dressing room. So yeah, like I said earlier on, a point would be absolutely massive for us today. If we can get a point, I will be all happy. So yeah, next time you'll hear from me, we'll be at the ground. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next bit. So we've arrived to York, to the LNER Community Stadium, ready for tonight's game. Time to get all the kit off the minibus and get it into the changing rooms, and then go and find the press area. Now, it's a really nice ground here at York. It is a I believe it's a council-owned facility. There's like a swimming pool attached to it and a gym and all that sort of stuff, and it's shared with the rugby club as well. So it's nice and nice inside, nice and posh. It's only been open a year or so as well. So yeah, let's get the stuff in and go and see what it's like inside the ground. So we are here set up on the press bench. We are about an hour and a half away from kick-off. Everything's set up, ready to go, just awaiting team news. It's a very, very lovely evening for a game of football. Also the pitch here at York looks absolutely fantastic, considering it's hosted Women's Rugby World Cup games for the past couple of weeks. The pitch looks absolutely immaculate, so it's a credit to the ground staff here for making it look so nice. I'm going to go around and get a few shots off the ground, and yeah, I'll be back with team news shortly. So team news is in, and there's one change from the starting lineup from Tamworth's game at the weekend against Eastleigh, and that is Kwaku Doncourt, who obviously went off, sent off, I should say, is replaced by Matt Curley, and that's the only change from the starting 11. The bench is Joe Riley, Tom McGlinchey, Tyler Roberts, Leon Phillips, Ollie Lynch and Jordan Ponticelli. So another strong team, and hopefully Tamworth can really go at it early doors and try and get 3 points out of this game. Personally for me, I'd be very happy with a point this evening. Like I said, York, you know, yes they are below us in the table at the minute, but they've only played 5 games as opposed to our 7, and this is our 8th tonight and our 6th. They've also had a new manager as well, so they're expecting big things and changes from them. Obviously they finished runners-up last season, got into the playoffs, didn't go up, got beat by Oldham in the end. But, you know, again, they'll take home advantage. It's a nice place, York, their ground, and they're always good at home as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Like I said, I'd be very, very happy with a point. Obviously, ecstatic on 3, and the fan in me wants all 3, but the realist would be happy with a point. So yeah, well, what, 45 minutes away from kick-off, team sheets in. I'll overlay that in a minute. I'll just take a video of it. But yeah, the sun's gone down. It's beginning to get a little bit more chilly here at the LNER Community Stadium. But yeah, kick-off not too far away. So yeah, I'll be back just before kick-off with my final thoughts. And yeah, looking forward to a game on commentary. now about 10 minutes away from kickoff. The atmosphere here at the LNER Stadium is truly electric. It is well and truly buzzing in here, surrounded by home fans all around me on three sides. It's a very, very noisy ground, and it's not even half full here this evening, so it's going to be a very, very noisy game nonetheless. Teams are just making their way back in after they've been their warm-up, so they'll be out within the next 5 minutes or so. I'm about to go on air on Lamb's Media, so that is going to be a very, very entertaining game nonetheless to commentate through this evening. I am well and truly looking forward to it. It's a fantastically nice ground and press facility here to commentate from. Like you've probably seen in the previous clips I've filmed in this vlog, if you ever do get the chance to come here, no matter what team you support, it's well and truly worth the trip here to York. The welcome's been phenomenal. All the staff have been absolutely brilliant, from the turnstile operative to the media guys and the people in the tea huts. Proper credit to them all. They've been so friendly and welcoming, and it's honestly, I wish this was the sort of place I commentated from every single week. It's well and truly a comfortable and humbling atmosphere here. But yeah, like I said, 10 minutes or so away from kick-off, so I'm going to get my commentary head on. So yeah, I'll be back with you at half-time to recap on the first half's action. Players now making their way out onto the pitch here at the LNER Community Stadium here in York for this evening's Enterprise National League fixture. Tamworth 8th game in the league so far, York 6th. And the atmosphere here at the moment is very, very energetic indeed. The York fans away tonight, left-hand side are in fine voice, cheering on their home team. And the 40 or 50 so Tamworth fans away.
Hello everyone, welcome to LNER Community Stadium for tonight's Enterprise National League fixture. It's the Moostermen versus Tamworth. Thank you to all the partnerships tonight, including Talent and Wealth, Dutch Bar, Ultra Vodka, Nick Brandon Workwinner and 3 Active, together with our match sponsors, Yorkshire Activity Centre, and our junior mascots from Huntingdon Rovers under 11s. The two teams this evening, starting with Tamworth in goal, number 1, Jazz Singh, number 2, Matt Curley, number 4, Tom Tonks, number 5, Kennedy Digi, number 6, Alfie Med.
The atmosphere here is electric, and the two teams are ready to get this game underway. The only game on in the National League tonight as Tom Tonks gets us underway, finds Alfie Bates, spreads the ball up wide to Manu Duku, flicks it in to Fairplay Anuru. Tamworth with an early break down the left-hand side. Duku takes ownership once more. He tries to shield the ball out of play for what will be a throw-in to Tamworth. There's a deflection there. He can go and play for the York throw. The night sky here is absolutely beautiful. Long throw, York neatly to Fairland, who decides it towards the York box. Brought down by Anuru. He threads it through to Moles, who gets one towards goal, and that's claimed by Harrison Mayo, the York keeper. Short by York. 5 towards goal now, just over the bar. Gone for a corner. Just a little touch on that on its way through. York looking to get this corner taken quickly, which they do. Short. Back with the corner taken now, but Alfie Bates gets something on that one to take it away from danger. As York sends it all the way back to Harrison Mayo now in the York goal. York looking to build from the back once more. Just passing the ball on amongst themselves in that just inside the Tamworth half. Trying to progress further forward now with Boateng. Across to Fagan Walcott. He's got Felix in front of him, who he does fine and uses. Fagan Walcott's continued his run, gets the low cross in, but it goes to Alfie Bates. Further cleared away by Luke Fairham up towards the halfway line, but straight away to Harim Boateng once more. So Tom Tonks then with a chance to get this throw in into the area once more. Long throw then by Tonks towards that near post. Not fully cleared away by York, it is with a second clearance. Again, Tom Tonks putting that one into the danger area, but not getting the first touch on it from a Tamworth persuasion this time. Just seen with a long clearance forward. It's picked up by Felix now for the home team as he finds Hunt. As York now look to try and break on the Tamworth defence once more down that left hand side with Kitching. Into Newby. Now Boateng. Out wide to Fagan Walcott. Further out wide now to Joe Felix. He's got Fairham in front of him again. The cross does come in from Felix. Headed away though by Tamworth. It's now Stefan Mould who looks to trick his way out of the York half. He's got players one side and the other. He finds, tries to find Manny Duke, but the ball from Stefan Mould is not the best. And now York to break in on the Tamworth half once more. Down the right hand side with Felix this time. He does a slide ball pass through to Banks, but Fairham gets something on that one before Banks manages to get a cross in towards the near post, which I think claims that one very, very comfortably. This game is beginning to open up ever so slightly. I think York may be running out of ideas going forward. Singh kicks along then up over the halfway line. First contact is a York head, second is Alfie Bates, but he can only direct it back towards a York player, and Tamworth need to be really winning these second and third balls. At the minute, possession is just being gifted back to the home team. And to Joe Felix, now into Hunt, now Boateng. So he plays it across to Kitching now. Into Boateng again. York just being calm and methodical as they have been for large periods of this game so far. Now Sinclair, he lays it off to Kitching, and now it's a corner to York City. So it's half time here. It is York City nil, Tamworth nil. It's been a really good defensive display by Tamworth in the first half. York have had most of the possession so far, as you would probably expect. But when they get to the edge of that final third, they've done very little with it. The crosses they've got into the box have been wayward. The shots they've had on goal have been over the bar and they've been hit with no real conviction. York have probably only really had one real shot on target, and that was straight at Jazz Singh, and he easily palmed that away to his left-hand post. Tamworth had a couple of chances forward. There's a couple of times they've beat the York back line. Harrison Mayle, the York keepers, not really had anything too clear-cut to save. But I do imagine York are beginning to get very tired and running out of ideas, really. They don't mind playing the slow, methodical build-up game, but yeah, they've struggled for me to really, lack conviction in that final third. So as long as that continues, I will be very, very happy from a Tamworth point of view. And if Tamworth can go on and potentially leave this as a draw at the end of the game, then I will take the point absolutely all day long. And I'm probably fighting with the PA system here, so probably can't hear me too well. So I'll be back at full time with my full time rundown and how the game's gone on. So it's full time here at York City. The full time score: York City 4, Tamworth 0. York were different gravy in the second half. They really were. Fantastic first goal from Alex Hunt. Honestly, it was sublime. Spill on the second from Jazz Singh allowed a simple tap in. Third goal, an even better goal from Alex Hunt. Another absolutely sublime into the top corner curling effort. And it just became easy for York then. Tamworth had just looked a little bit dejected and defeated. Hand on heart, honestly, I didn't expect anything going into tonight's game. I would have loved the draw. I would have loved something out of it, but it was a tough place to come. Going in at half-time 0-0, maybe gave us a glimmer of false hope. But yeah, York just turned the screw second half, different gravy. And honestly, well and truly deserved their 3 points in fact with the goals that they scored. But, this game, it's not going to define our season. York are going to be up there with amongst title contenders. I can almost put money on that. And
we still found ways of getting in behind them.
yeah, it hurts. It does. It's a big defeat. But again, York, they were good. They were great. New manager bounce and all that with their new manager. But all we can do now is look forward to the next game, and that is going to be away on Saturday to Sutton. A place where we've played well in the past. We went twice there last year, once in the league, once in the cup. But yeah, maybe, don't dwell on this one too much. Look forward to the next one. It's a long old season. We're only 8 games in. We're still 10th, so we're still in the middle of the pack. Yes, we've probably played, a game more than some of the teams, but it's a long season. There's another 34 odd games left to go. So yeah, a long old season, lots of cups to get involved in, so lots of things to be excited about. So yeah, don't be too downhearted on this one. It was going to be a tough place to come. Credit to the 81 Tamworth fans that made the journey as well. They were singing from start to end, and they could be heard at times over the 5,400 say York fans in this ground as well. So yeah, it's a sad end to the day, and obviously with the manner of the defeat, but yeah, there's still a long way to go in this season, and there's going to be a lot more positive results to come, I can guarantee you that. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, all the kind comments I've had. I've even had people from the York media team come up to me today and said they've listened to my commentary, watched my vlogs and things, and they said they really like them, and it gives me one of them fuzzy moments inside that what I'm doing, people are seeing and people are enjoying. So that's going to just spur me on to do it even more and more for the fans that can't get here, for the fans around the world that have emigrated to Spain and so on, all the Tamworth fans, the diehards that still follow the club week in, week out from wherever they are, rely on people like me and the volunteers and the media team who put their heart and soul into what they do for Tamworth Football Club, and it is a fantastic thing to do, to bring joy for so many people, even in the face of defeat. So once again, thank you for watching. If you're still here, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one, which will be away at Sutton on the weekend. Thanks for watching.